How are you going to get unstuck? How are you going to get unstuck? If you want to learn how to get unstuck, tell me that you're with me. Tell me, Joe, I want to learn how to get unstuck. Let's do this together. Why? Because this morning, I was not in the mood. I was just not in the mood. I was laying there, my eyes opened up, I looked at the clock, and I said, no. I said, no, I don't want to get out of bed. Although I know I have a massive amount of productivity that I need to do today because I set myself up for success last night, and I've been thinking about all the amazing things that I can do, and I have people waiting for me. But no, I'm just not in the mood. I'm just not in the freaking mood. Have you ever felt that? Have you ever felt like, oh my gosh, I'm just not in the mood? Have you ever felt like, oh my gosh, it's just not happening? Good morning, Rick. Yes, you're live with me. Yes. So how do I get unstuck? How do I get unstuck every single time I feel like crap? It's a real dilemma. It's a real dilemma because this is a reoccurring thing that's going to happen over and over and over in your life. It's going to happen in everybody's life. Everybody gets stuck sometimes. Nobody's always on a freaking ride that's always amazing, that's always doing their thing. You might say you're always amazing, but you're not. There are going to be times that you're high, and there are times that you're going to be low. So when you're low, what do? When you're high, ride it. Have fun. Enjoy it. But when you're low, when you're kind of like stuck, what do? So here's what I did this morning. So you could reverse engineer it and maybe do it yourself. Step number 1 is get up and acknowledge that you're stuck. Acknowledge that you're not in the mood. Label it. Call it something. Call it. I'm unmotivated. I'm not in the mood. And then give it a reason. You have to give it a reason. Just like you need a reason to take action, you need to find the reason why you're not taking action. Because there's always a reason. If there isn't a reason, you're going to create a reason. That's what you're going to do. So you might as well create one proactively and figure out, okay, fine. The reason why I'm not motivated is because, I don't know, I'm weighing more than I want to weigh. I'm not seeing progress in my weight. Or the reason I'm not motivated is because my relationship stinks. It's not so great. Or the reason I'm unmotivated today is because I looked at my financial performance over the past month, and my financial performance hasn't been the way I wanted it to be. And you start making all these reasons and all these justifications. My leg hurts. My leg hurts. I'm feeling like crap because my leg hurts. Come on, give me some excuses below. Give me some crappy excuses, some examples of crappy excuses. I want to see some crap. And these are all reasons why you shouldn't be taking action. And you're laying there and looking at all these and analyzing all these, and all these are justified reasons of why you're stuck. And now you're stuck and you have all these reasons. Now what you need to do is, you need to say, okay, I got all these reasons not to take action, but what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So this morning I said, I'm going to run. Yeah, but my leg hurts. But I am going to put on my running gear and I'm going to go for a run. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. And before I do that, I'm going to drink 16 ounces of water with apple cider vinegar because my ear was hurting and my throat was hurting. And I'm like, right? I couldn't sleep well. I had insomnia, Rick said. Whatever the excuses. Come on, give me more excuses. Everybody just pour the excuses in. Give me an excuse. If you don't have an excuse, make one up. But we all get stuck sometimes. And I had all the reasons in the world not to get out of bed and not to go for a run. It's too early. My kids don't have school today. Hitting me from all sides. And then after I drank that water, I said, I'm going to get my headphones. I'm going to put the music on. And I'm just going to go for a run. I'm going to run slow. And I started running. I forgot about my pain in my foot. I forgot about my earache, which, by the way, disappeared. I forgot about my throat not feeling well. Gone. I forgot about all the things that I was all worried about because I started just taking action. I started just doing. I got out of my comfort zone. I went for a beautiful run. I felt amazing. And then coming back from the run, I went for a walk on my way back, and I started asking myself and realizing all these things. And I started asking myself, am I really such a failure in my health? Am I really such a failure in my relationship? Am I really such a failure in my finances? Am I really not making a difference? And I started asking myself those questions and identifying how amazing I am in every single area of my life. Now, I'm not at the pinnacle. I'm not at the goal. I'm not at the end. Maybe I finished my goal of 1,000 minutes of motivation, but I haven't gotten to the end. I haven't gotten to the end. I still have more to give. And you still have more to give. And if you're still breathing and if your heart's still beating, you have more to give. Write it down. Right. I have more to give. And if you have more to give, you got to get up and start to give. Because thriving is about giving. Give more. Give more of yourself. Find yourself. Give more self-discipline to yourself. Do a little more than you thought you could do. Push yourself outside of your comfort zone. If you're comfortable, you're not going to get where you want to go. It's the uncomfort that will create the growth. You have to give more than you're comfortable giving. You got to push a little bit harder. When you feel like it's the end of the road, go a little further. Take one more step. Do one more thing. Do the final straw. Push a little more. And when you say it's final, ask yourself, can I take one more step? And if you could take one more step, then take that step. And then feel good that you said that you couldn't do it anymore, and you still asked yourself if you could take one more, and you went one freaking more. And my friends, that's the key. The key to get unstuck every time I feel like crap is to just take one more step in the right direction. One more step of action gets you closer to your goal, gets you closer to your destination. Asking the questions, labeling those things, labeling all the things that you're feeling instead of just kind of like, fear exists in darkness. Fear exists in not labeling. When you start labeling things and you start organizing things and you start acknowledging them and realizing them and questioning them, the fear will disappear. If you're not hydrated, you're not going to be able to do this. If you're not clean, if you're not clean energy because you broke a sweat, look at me, I broke a sweat today. I broke a sweat. I break a sweat every day because when I break a sweat, I cleanse myself. You got to clean yourself from the inside out. It's all on the inside. All the negative thoughts, all the crap, all the garbage is on the inside. And you got to push it out to the outside. So if you're ready to go into the inside and push it out to the outside, you first got to get hydrated. That means gratitude. That means love. That means water. You got to love yourself. And then you got to give more. Give more. Push a little harder. Break a sweat. Cleanse yourself. Cleanse yourself. Don't be afraid to feel a little pain. Pain is not suffering unless you're suffering, unless you call it suffering, unless you decide it's suffering. Pain is just part of the process. We're all going to feel pain. The question is, are we going to call it suffering and we're going to feel pain outside of our control? Are we going to feel pain that we're not in control of? See, if you don't create your own pain, then what's going to happen is you're going to feel the pain of circumstance. And the pain of circumstance is something you cannot control, and it's going to hurt you, which means you're going to suffer. So instead, create your own pain. Set your own goals. Push yourself a little harder. Self-discipline will create self-confidence, and self-confidence will allow you to have that trust that you need in order for you to take action even when you're not in the mood and be able to say, so what if I'm not in the mood? And you will get motivated. You want to feel the celebration. You want to feel the motivation. You want to go on a vacation from the BS. So start getting real. Start being authentic. Start being real with yourself. Get real. Label your bullshit. It's time for you to get real. Write it down. Share it with your coach, with your friends, and let them know that enough of this BS. You want to take consistent, ruthless action. And no matter what, nothing is going to stop you. And if you can do that today, take one more step, you we'll see progress. And my friends, progress equals happiness. Have a joyous, beautiful Tuesday. I love